Hi there, guys, and welcome to the Stories of Remnant, episode 5. This is a podcast where we love to talk about our love. I don't think we have any hate relationship. Maybe this episode we might.
Yeah,
but our love-hate relationship with RWBY. I'm, of course, your host, Efocutioner, and of course I have our other host, the nobody with the heart, RWraXden.
Yes. RWraXden cosplay here, everyone. Yep. And today we are talking about Volume 5, Chapter 5, Necessary Sacrifice.
Ooh.
And
I feel like there should have been a better name for that. I don't think there was really any sacrificing going on.
Yeah, I honestly thought, I was like, someone gonna die again right now? I'm like,
that's what I thought.
I was like, yeah. I was like, they're gonna die right now? Man.
Like, no. It's mostly just people's beliefs.
Yeah.
But actually, no one's belief actually died. I take that back. So that doesn't even fit. Like, the episode should have been like, standing by your convictions or something like that. Because that's what it seemed like the whole thing was. Like, people were just trying to get their convictions in order and just being like, this is how I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to do. No matter what happens, I'm going to stay true.
Well, probably towards the end, that might get a little unnecessary. I don't know. Maybe they want like a shorter title. I don't know. I don't work.
Mine was a shorter title. Like, all right, Rooster Teeth, your title's already confusing, man. I was prepared to see someone die
again,
and instead, I'm just like, bro, I just see people standing by their beliefs. I'm like, man, this is, what a tease.
Oh man,
what a tease.
Probably because we're not going to be seeing Weiss, Yang, and Raven for at least another 2 episodes. So.
That's alright, man. What'd I tell you? You gotta save the best character for last, man. Let everyone else get their little spotlight in the sun, and then we put in Yang, who's like the main character of the show. So.
Sure. But yeah, let's start off the episode with what the first section was, Act 1, I guess, of Volume 5, Chapter 5, and that was Blake and Sun trying to get signatures, be like, yo, sign up for Haven Defense. And I'm like, I appreciate you guys trying, but, no, I mean, you might have gotten a few signatures without Ilya there in, like, a couple episodes ago. Be like, yo, okay, everyone's a little stunned and be like, a little confused. But after Ilya's outbreak, no, you're not gonna get anyone.
And you don't have to put it like that, man. I mean, they were trying. At least I understand what they were trying to do.
Oh, I understand, and I agree that was. I understand, agree, and sort of like that decision that they're actually trying. But I mean, please don't tell me you thought that you were gonna get like hundreds or thousands of signatures. No way. Now that's just unrealistic and just plain gullibility.
Well, for you, that was unrealistic. But for Sun, who was like really upset about it. He really thought that it was just obvious. Well, and yeah. I think Blake, what Blake said really kind of just explained the situation perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. She put it into perspective of him. And I'm like, that's why. I was thinking of it as Blake's point of view because she's seen the outside world. She knows how other people feel. And I love that exposition right there. Because she was saying stuff like, what was it? Like, if you were born in Menagerie, then you would feel like you could help out the world. But people who move to Menagerie, hell no. I mean, I've been persecuted my whole life for being a faunist. Why would I want to go help them?
And that's really how it is. I mean, at that point, you're really just trying to think of yourself, since that's basically what the world was doing.
Exactly.
When they were making you be in those little dust mines.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And I'm like, but Blake also brings up another truth. If the war with the humans is going to happen, do you think Menagerie is going to be, like, isolated and they're not going to care? I'm like, that's like...
No, they're going to be the number one place they attack.
I know, what the heck? I'm like, dude, this is like the United States thinking back in, like, World War I and World War II.
Dude, this is the United States thinking now.
Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, unfortunately, that is unfortunately true. And I'm like, dude, just because you're far away does not mean it not affects you. I'm like...
In fact, we'll even go a little bit smaller, since there might be some people that haven't been caught up on current politics. We'll put this in the perspective of Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Sure, we can go a little bit off topic. Yeah, sure. Efocutioner, Fire away.
Look, for those that don't know, and I've been on the advocate side of no loot boxes in games for like the past, I don't know, a year and a half now. But yeah, so Star Wars Battlefront 2, I was on the forefront of that. Really glad that I voiced my opinion on Reddit, said my stuff on Twitter, but basically a lot of gamers, well, a few gamers now, really just don't see the whole, what's the big deal behind the whole loot box, having these star cards tied behind microtransactions and stuff. And it's really at this point a legit pay to win game, like a mobile game, except that you pay $60 to buy it, and then you pay extra money to get better equipment. In fact, it's so bad that if you were to buy the deluxe edition, you're already, I believe, 10 hours ahead, and you'll have better equipment than the person who buys the base $60 game. So at this point, it's been a really hard thing to just show people that, yes, could you just play the game and never buy any microtransactions? Exactly. But that's not the whole point, though. They're still tied behind it. You're going to have to get a loot box at some point in time, if it's with in-game currency or if it's with your money. And then based off of that, you're going to either get really shitty cards or really great cards. I mean, at this point, you would have to have the luck of Joey Wheeler or Yu-Gi-Oh! Himself if you want to be the best in Star Wars Battlefront 2. So now we'll go back on topic with what we were talking about with Blake and Son. That is what Blake is trying to basically say. Yes, right now everything's all hunky-dory. Everything looks beautiful. Everything is rainbows and sunshine and crap. And maybe a lot of people don't see the big deal of what Alex and the White Fang are doing. But if they are to continue on with their path...
Adam, by the way. Adam, not
Adam,
Alex.
sorry. Why did I say Alex?
Yeah, you said Alex. Shit happens. Yeah. Adam,
yeah, my apologies.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, but the whole point is, if they were to, if he was to continue on, him and the White Fang would just continue on their path, and they just take down Haven, who do you think is going to be the ones that are going to get in trouble with this? You are. It's the same thing with loot boxes. Who do you think is going to suffer if you're okay with Battlefront 2?
Everybody else, man.
Because it's going to be put into every other fucking game, just like every fondness is going to be on a freaking hit list.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it doesn't matter if you live in Menagerie and you're not doing anything. You're still going to get targeted by like Atlas or any other academy or any other continent. Man, jeez. I get being isolationist, but yeah, that's just...
maybe the Battlefront 2 wasn't a good thing.
Well,
but, I mean, I didn't want to talk about my experience. I mean, goodness.
Well, either way, I get what you were trying to do. And by the way, I like that thing where she was talking about, like,
the one-word thing?
The what?
Oh, I thought you were talking about when Blake was trying to tell, like, how she knew, what was it? She was talking about how she's able to define each person just by one word.
Yes, exactly. That's what I wanted. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to talk about. And I'm like, ooh, okay, so Yang represents strength. I'm sure you applauded for that very much.
I mean, she represents beauty, intelligence. Strength too. Strength too.
As well.
We can go with strength.
Yes, that's and cool. Weiss is defiance because obviously she's like...
And Ice Queen.
Well, she said one word. We're sticking to Blake's
Sub-Zero.
Man, yeah. We're not going to get into hyphen definitions here, okay?
Frosty.
Well, and then... fine. Okay. And then RWBY is defined as what? Purity? Yes, purity. And I'm like, probably because she's like the youngest one of all. So, I don't know. Well,
it's because she hasn't been out in the real world yet, man.
Yeah.
Of course you can be pure if you don't know what the heck is out there.
Yeah, exactly. Just like with the people in Menagerie. Seriously, I want to go out to that island and smack everybody there. But then, as soon as I step foot into the island, they're probably going to kill me because I'm not a faunus. So, yeah.
Don't worry. I'll go on the island for you. I'll just hand them a history book, and then we'll just let them read our history.
Yeah, and then they're going to kill you because you're not a faunus. By the way, you told...
I bet you I could walk on that island. I think I'm okay.
Sure.
I think I'm 100% okay to walk on that island.
Sure. Yeah. Well, whatever you say, Efocutioner. And I also... one small bit. I do like the part... Son's asking, what word do you define me? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, yo, by the end of the series, these two is gonna hook up. Oh, that definitely.
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like he has to go through his, a certain evil X. In fact, some may have to pull a Scott Pilgrim.
This is not Scott Pilgrim. No.
Scott's gonna have to pull a Scott Pilgrim.
That. No. Scott Pilgrim sucks. Let's move on to Act 2. where Ruby and Oscar are talking to each other, and Oscar's finally letting out, like, this is insane.
Oh, this is actually another good moment. Yeah, I'm really glad we're talking about this.
It is. And I'm like, okay, so Oscar's been doing this for what? So he said he got the cane a few weeks. He's had it for a few weeks. So, and he's been traveling for a couple weeks. So that means maybe a month or two ago that he was just another kid on a farm just working on it and be like, I wonder what my life should be. Wait a minute, who the hell is this voice coming out of my head? And now I know how to fight now. What? Oh, man. But I think the real highlight of that is the show actually addressing Penny and Pyrrha. Oh my god, yes.
Well, I mean, it's always been there. Like, I know that, Ruby likes to act like everything's A-okay, but I'm pretty sure I've always known at the back of her mind, especially when she was traveling, and the way she was just really protective of everyone.
Well, yeah.
That really affected her. Not as much as John, of course.
Well, yeah, obviously John, yeah.
But it affected her.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm so glad that the show explicitly said this. There's a difference between implicit and explicit. When you don't address something, you also give off the illusion that you're forgetting about it. That's why I love it when Ruby actually mentions Penny's full name, by the way. Oh, by the way, She also mentioned, make sure you're combat ready. And I was like, oh my god, did you just say a Penny quote?
Yep, she did.
Yeah,
That's why I was just like, damn. Oh, I think a tear almost busted.
I know.
I was like, I can't believe she did that.
I know.
And she did the movement too. I was like, oh wow.
I know. And I'm like, and then not Penny. Ruby is actually going to address Penny and Pyrrha by name and how she felt. And then Oscar's like, why should I keep going on? This is insane. There are people that legitimately want to kill you. Multiple people, numerous times. Why keep going? And I love Ruby's answer. You have to move on. Just like how Jean will eventually have to move on as well, and the rest of Team Ranger.
Jean is not moving on until Cinder's blood is on his sword.
Oh, definitely. I'm just saying he will eventually have to. I'm just saying that's probably the only way he'll ever fully get over it.
John's gonna go straight Liam Neeson. No, not Liam Neeson. I need somebody better than Liam Neeson.
Well, he's got a shield, Captain America.
No, not even Captain America. No. He's gonna go Sylvester Stallone? No. We gotta go higher. Jean-Claude Van Damme? No, we gotta go higher. We gotta go higher than that.
I don't know what scale you're using, dude.
Like, I'm thinking of every action movie with revenge. Jackie Chan? No, we gotta go higher than Jackie. We gotta go higher than Jackie. I think John's gonna have to go Bruce Willis.
Maybe Batman, because Batman is
Nope, you gotta go higher than Batman. You gotta go higher than Batman.
What?
You gotta go Bruce Willis.
Well, okay, Bruce Willis can actually kill, so yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go on Bruce Willis level.
Yeah. Rampage. He's got to go on a rampage. We gotta go higher than that now. What's higher than Bruce Willis? I don't know. I don't know your scale. I don't know your scale you're talking about.
Damn. Well, I forgot the actor's name that played in Death Wish. If you guys ever heard of Death Wish, it's like a very, very old 70s, very early 80s movie where it's this like semi-old guy whose family gets killed by this gang, and he basically kills every young kid in the city to get revenge for his family.
Charles
and then
Bronson?
He moves to yes, that's his name.
Oh man, I don't even know how you came up with that, man. I don't even know.
Yo, you can't go no higher than that. That man destroyed city blocks. He got other old people to kill young people.
I don't know how you came up with that random movie, but all right, cool. That's but yeah, dude, any last thoughts on Act 2?
Let me go back on top of Ruby. I'm sorry, I'm a very old man. I think I'm like my early 30s. But so hearing Oscar talk about how he asked Ruby, like, how can you do this? Like, what makes you continue to go forward? I really feel like that was the moment where Oscar is this kid who was just trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life, now is already told, like, look, you got to do this. You have to protect the world. And he's this huge amount of responsibility just got thrust upon him at a super early age. And his childhood that he barely even got to explore is already over. He has to become an adult now.
Yeah,
and
he had to force himself to become an adult. And very randomly, yeah. Oh, man.
And he's already confused about that, even though he's kind of seems okay with it. Like, he's impressed with what he's able to do, but to suddenly become an adult at such a young age, and then to ask RWBY, like, how do you do this? I feel like RWBY's answer of, like, well, not only just her moving on, but it's the fact that when she talks about, losing, Pyrrha and Penny, it's like she doesn't want to lose any more friends. Like,
I know,
she doesn't.
Right?
And the only way for her to do that is to move on and to get better, to get stronger, to get herself in a position where she can literally protect anyone. Like, her answer does sound like a Goku answer, but it's a Goku answer based off,
experience,
Vegeta reasoning. Yeah. And that's what's weird about it, because she doesn't see herself as pure, like Blake basically said.
Exactly.
She just sees herself as, like, she really doesn't understand. And the best way she can do that is to throw herself out there. And lessons that she basically ignored, she has no choice but to now look forward.
Exactly. She has to accept that things have changed. Things have changed, made for the worse, but things are never going to go back to the way it was. If Beacon Academy ever gets rebuilt, sure, it could get rebuilt, and the area can be rebuilt again. People will want to move back, but Penny is gone. The Penny you knew is gone. Pyrrha's not coming back. So,
well, maybe.
But at the moment, at this very moment of Volume 5, Chapter 5, she ain't coming back. You have to accept it and move on. That's it. Exactly, dude. The 2 words, most important words: move on. Move
on. But yeah, it's just. I understand, Oscar's frustration of, like, being a kid and having no choice but to be forced into an adult role.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And on top of that, he has a literal like, thousands of year old soul in his head, guiding him and coaching him. And I'm like, oh, man.
But that's not bad. But at that point, it's just like, yeah. I can understand.
Well, at the moment, it's pretty bad because you're still adjusting to it. You've only had this guy in your head for, like, what, a couple of months? Wait until a few years, then you'll get used to it. But at the moment, he's probably still adjusting to that because he's like, Ozpin, like, oh, this, and that. Please tell me what's this going to happen. How do you know this? And I'm like, oh, man.
Well, let me just also say this. Let's go down from the seriousness from a moment, because I don't want people to get into tears, but it's also debunks the theory of the whole Oscar RWBY ship, because it's not Oscar and RWBY anymore. It's Oscar and Ozpin and RWBY.
oh man, dude, that sounds like a horrible love triangles.
No, that sounds like a very inappropriate 3-way, and that is not what we should be supporting, folks.
Well, dude, there are a lot of fandoms that are like, there are a lot of fans that apparently want that, man. I'm just telling you that. This whole entire episode has been about convictions, and my conviction is I am not supporting a very inappropriate 3-way. Here, I just got another. I see another comment. For those who have a problem with Rose Garden, RWBY x Oscar, just think of it as Aang and Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay. Can I say this? Roku was not living in Aang's head the whole entire time. Roku was a soul doing his own soul shit in the spirit world. And then whenever Aang needed trouble, he's like, Aang, let me come back and help you. He may have been in his body, but he wasn't present through the whole thing.
Okay,
can I say that?
Okay, you can say that. And I can also respond with going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi Moto and the Pharaoh Atem with Taya Gardner.
Okay, but that has not been confirmed.
No, you're right. You're right. It has not been confirmed.
Had done something.
But neither has this been confirmed either. Neither has RWBY and Oscar. I'm just saying.
But in that defense, when Taya really wanted to get serious with Yugi, guess when that happened? That happened after little Yugi won and got the Pharaoh to rest in peace. And then that's
at the end of the series,
supposedly their theme had happened.
At the end of the series, for most of the series, she did not know. No one knew that.
Exactly.
Yugi.
So in that defense, once again, I am not supporting the inappropriate three-way. You're going to have to give me some better examples. Because so far, I just debunked 2 of them without even trying.
Yes, debunk, quote unquote. Yes.
No, it ain't no quote unquote on this one.
Oh, sure. You do realize this is all fandom shipping, right? I mean,
I'm
these are the
just
same
saying,
fans that wanted
is
Blake
John
and Gang to
RWBY
hook up. Okay?
not so bad? Is John RWBY not so bad?
I can tell you right now, you're the only person I've met who said they want John and RWBY to get together.
Well, no, I want John and that other guy to get together.
John and Ren?
Yes.
Okay, no, that's just wrong. No, you are 100%
wait, how
wrong.
is
You
that
are separating
wrong?
Nora from Ren. Okay, that's it.
First of all, Nora's not getting her stuff together. Yo, at the end of the thing, did we just not hear RWBY say, look, we got to get back and get that food before Nora eats everything? Nora playing games, man. She more focused on food than she is with Ren. Come on, man, we done.
Well, she can have both. Dude, did you not watch RWBY? You didn't finish RWBY Chibi. You didn't finish all of it.
No, I did not finish RWBY.
No, you did not finish it. Okay, so, all right, moving on to Act 3. Act 3. We were talking about those 2 Faunus brothers and being messengers to Adam Taurus, and they send in Ilya, and like, Ilya, we got a message from Adam. Yeah, I want you to kill the Belladonnas, but bring Blake to me. And I'm like, I feel like Adam's gonna like torture her and be like, you're gonna be my slave for the rest of your life. I don't care about your family. You betrayed me.
Or he might do something worse than that.
He's gonna try and turn her back into the White Fang?
Even worse than that.
And what is this worse than that? I want to know what you're thinking.
Make her watch Dragon Ball Evolution.
And you are Dragon Ball Evolution. That's the story of your life.
But no, actually, I could see her like bringing Blake back to the White Fang.
I can. Okay.
Or mind control.
Oh man, I really hope they don't do that. That is like one of the lamest, really serious lamest ways of turning a good guy into a bad guy, at least temporarily. And I'm like,
I don't know. The worst I've heard was using a cosmic cube to turn a good guy into a bad guy, and then you find out it's a clone later.
Yeah, that's comic books for you.
But yeah,
I
guess you're right.
I'm hoping RWBY doesn't do that. But
I'm hoping so too.
And plus, I don't want Blake to turn evil. No, don't do that. Now, see, and like Ilya, honestly, okay, this is just my opinion, but I would like it if Ilya stayed bad the entire time that she's on with the show, or at least until she dies. I have a feeling she's gonna die eventually. Maybe at the last second she'll turn good, and in that turn she'll die. But until then, I don't know. I can see her like being with the White Fang from now on, because until I see something huge happen to her right now.
From now on, something huge already happened.
No, that knew about the whole plan. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad. My apologies.
And then something until like a human saves her, like something like that big of a thing happens. She's always going to be against the humans. She's going to be pro White Fang, and she's going to do what Adam Taurus is going to say. So
what you're saying is Ilya will change when Yang saves her.
If someone saves her.
When Yang saves her, Ilya will change. When Yang saves her, she will change.
Someone is confusing the word if and when. But anyway, yes, if someone saves her, if a human saves her at the most crucial moment, probably it's going to be RWBY. It's probably going to be RWBY. Maybe Weiss. Weiss would be cool. Yang, no. I don't see how
Weiss that'd be cold-blooded, man. Like, first of all, she's the Ice Queen. Second of all, I can't see. That's not part of Weiss's character.
Well, that's exactly why. Because Weiss is because she's trying to be defiant. She's trying to defy against her family. Her family has always suppressed the Faunus. Her as a Schnee, part of the Schnee family, be like, no, I'm gonna protect the Faunus. Boom. She makes a statement to the entire world. Be like, yeah, I will protect you. Exactly.
Well, guess what, WraXden?
What?
I can't Schnee herself doing that. Okay.
Oh, okay. You did a pun with that. I feel like I'm going to end this podcast early right now. No, I want to go into the podcast and smack you hard for saying that. Oh my god.
Hey, you set it up, and I racked them down.
Oh, okay. I'm pissed
now,
off.
let's go back on Ilya.
Yes, let's go back onto Ilya. Yes.
Now, I will say that I feel like she's already in that villain-esque category, but I feel like she's already made up her mind on her beliefs because she already knew about the plan of, just over the new White Fang.
Oh, yeah.
Basically taking over.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
She knew about it. She accepted it. She approved of it. It seems like she's been doing actions based off of, like, Taurus's new regime.
Mm-hmm. It is a regime. It is. Oh, my God.
That's why I call it Taurus's regime. And now I feel like she's at this turning point now where she's finally about to become this new Ilya that she wants to become. And she really wants to stand by her beliefs. But the only thing that's stopping her now is the fact that she has to kill the family that's always been nice to her, and especially Blake herself, who was her best friend.
Exactly.
And that's what's really going to be a huge issue. Another thing I'm really curious about is how Taurus, at the end of his message, talked about, like, he made a promise to do something to Blake's family. So I'm really curious what the hell did, Blake's pop did to him.
He said he made a promise, but I thought he was talking about Blake herself. Or actually, maybe? I don't know. There's not given enough information. Oh, by the way, Efocutioner, can we agree that the promise he made the promise that he's talking about, can we assume that's with Salem?
Yeah, I can assume that.
Okay, so that's a reasonable assumption.
That could actually seem more likely.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Because at the given information we have right now, it just seems like he's talking about Salem. Or at least Hazel, Hazel works for Salem. That's the promise. Because unless we see a new character, I'm assuming he's talking about the promise to her. So, but yeah, it looks like he's maybe. I honestly thought he was talking about the promise, like saving Blake for Salem. Maybe you're right. Maybe he is talking about killing the Belladonnas, Blake's parents, for Salem's sake. I don't know. I didn't think of that possibility. So,
the real question is, how long do we wait until we find out the real?
I'm gonna slap you. Did you just say Shao Long? I know. I am Asian. I know this stuff. Yes. I can notice that as well. So
look, man, I get it. Well, I'm just really curious to see what the next episode's gonna be now. Because if everyone's set up with their beliefs, everyone's comfortable with the path that they're chose.
Yeah.
Now we got to see how the story plays out.
Yeah, and definitely. See, dude, I don't totally agree with you. That's why I said about Ilya earlier. Like, Ilya's at the moment, I don't think Ilya's going to change. When push comes to shove, when the decision comes, either killing, the decision is going to be siding with Blake, or she's going to side with Adam Taurus and kill her parents. She's going to kill her parents. That's my honest guess. Because unless a human saves her life at the most random ass time, she's not going to change. She may be unsure of it now, but a few episodes from now, she's totally going to be a villain. She's going to stay a villain. And, dude, one last thing I do want to say.
Go for it.
It's, when Adam was talking, the two Faunus brothers, I forget their names. I don't know. I don't think they're that important at the moment.
Let's call them Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy. Can we call them? Sure, why not? Ren and Stimpy. We'll call them Faunus, Ren, and Stimpy. Faunus, Ren, and Stimpy, they're saying, like, we would crush anyone who opposes us. And I'm like, you're not just becoming a terrorist group. You're becoming a terrorist group. Like you said, it's a regime. They're trying to control the Faunus now. And I'm like, oh my God. This is, at the very least, just like the Brotherhood of X-Men with Magneto's Brotherhood. And that they not only want to fight for, mutants being above humans, but they also want to control the mutants. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, the word is megalomania? Yeah.
I was going to say EA, but yeah, we can call them that too.
I want to give it an actual adjective term.
EA.
Well, Electronic Arts is a company, but yes, megalomania.
And an adjective.
Sure.
But yeah, we can call them, megalomaniac or the Brotherhood. Yes. Or the Region of Doom.
Region of... okay, that I like... Wait a minute. No. That sort of sounds racist, man. That sort of sounds racist.
The Regime of Doom. Here, how
Regime
about
of
that?
Doom. Okay. That's...
The Regime of Doom.
Okay, I'm willing to take that. I am willing to take.
This from the guy who watched Justice League too, Regime of Doom. Well, and that's
Song
RWBY,
Animation.
ladies
So,
and gentlemen.
Yes, that is Volume 5, Chapter 5, Necessary Sacrifice.
Where nothing was sacrificed.
Yeah, other than, like, morals, and I'm like, yeah, that's a...
Not really. They've already accepted that's how they want it to be.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently so. Well, that's Volume 5. That was Episode
Hold
5.
up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You forgot about the most important part of the show.
We're gonna get to that part, but I just want to say the next episode will be next week. It is Volume 5, Chapter 6, known by its song. Song.
I feel like Weiss is gonna. Weiss and Gang are gonna sing a duet, and then Raven's gonna join in, and I'm gonna fall asleep.
Oh, what? They're gonna be the new TLC. Is that what you want?
Ooh, I actually wouldn't mind, man, because I could see Raven as Left Eye. She's like really hot.
Oh, and who's gonna be Chili?
But then I don't know, man. The real question is who's gonna be T-Boss? Because I feel like T-Boss is hotter than Chili, in my opinion.
Oh man. Okay. Well, anyway, there's a small excerpt available for people who don't have Rooster Teeth subscriptions, and the first part of it seems to be Crow. I didn't listen to the whole episode. But it looked like it was Crow going back to that bar where he first met up with Raven, and he's talking to the bartender and something. I don't know. All I know is
wait. So if he goes back into the bar, will he be able to see the future? Because that's so Raven.
Oh. I should have gotten that. Okay, that one's on me. That one's on me because I should have gotten that one.
You know what? It's okay, Andrew, because I know you probably missed it because you were just focused on Crow in the house.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. That was. I will allow those two because that's actually apt, and that's so Raven was. Apparently, it's one of the highest rated Disney Channel shows of all time.
It really was one underrated, and it was actually legit good.
No,
just like Crow in the house.
No, but yes, Crow in the house. Oh. Yo, Crow in the house.
Yo, we got T-shirt ideas. I am copywriting both of these things. You will not be able to take these, folks. T-shirt ideas are already being made.
I already have a Crow Brandwin cosplay. I can do the Corey in the House theme song and be like, I'm Crow in the House. Yeah.
I'm really surprised you've never thought about that. I thought about that for a while.
Well, then you should have told me because now I'm gonna do it. So now I have a Crow cosplay, so I'm already halfway done.
Cool, use that as a cosplay. I'm gonna make T-shirts for the podcast. Crow in the House. That's so Raven.
Well, hopefully Disney doesn't sue you for that infringement. So
not really, man. Because That's So Raven is because it depends if I show Raven Simone, and as long as I can change the text up a bit. And the most important that I recently thought of is it's a Jay-Z and Beyonce song where I use Yang. And I'm not going to tell you which one. You'll just figure it out on the T-shirt.
Let's see. Crazy in Love? Oh, you're crazy in love with Yang, obviously.
Nope.
That was pretty obvious. Well, anyway, guys, that was Volume 5, Chapter 5, Necessary Sacrifice. Hope you guys liked it. And, yes, we gotta go to the last portion of the show.
I like how every episode, RWBY, you just like to skim over this thing. But I keep telling you,
dude, I'm not skimming
and
this over.
It's very important. Anyways,
I'm not
folks,
skimming
since
this over. I
RWBY
said
is
the last portion of the show. I didn't say we're done. I said we're at the last portion of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, you don't believe me? Well, this is the last portion of the show. Efocutioner, you take it, man.
The nobody with a heart, folks. Anyway, the crusade that I've been on to get the cast of RWBY to come to C2E2, and it looks like I need to now focus on ASEN as well.
Yes.
Thanks, Anime Central.
Yes,
from what RWBY says.
Yes.
But for right now, I've been sending Barbara Dunkelman a pun a week, and then afterwards, I send a message. Now, since Twitter can now add 280 words.
Yes. Characters. So 280 characters.
Characters, words, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, the whole point is I've been sending her tweets basically a pun a week to be like, yo, I need you and the cast of RWBY to come to C2E2 2018. So here's the pun of the week that I'm going to send Barbara Dunkelman. And of course you guys can too. If you support our cause, please write at the comments below. Give me some puns that I can use, because gladly, I don't really need to, because you guys already heard my puns a minute, but I could definitely use more puns.
Exactly.
But the pun of the week that I'll be sending Barbara is, why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go into the bathroom? Oh, by the way, everybody, I don't know these tweets. I don't know these puns. Efocutioner looks these up on his own, and I legitimately do not have the answer. I'm hearing this out the first time, as you guys are. So, no clue. I'm racking through my brain. I'm getting nothing.
You've been waxing through your brain. You can't think of anything? You sure?
I'm going to slap you, so I'm going to end this right now. I'm just going to...
All right. But can you really not think of
I legitimately do not know. Dude, I'm horrible with puns. I don't even know.
Folks, let me repeat the question one more time. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Why not?
Because the P is silent. And send!
Wait, is that a pun or a joke?
That is a pun. Because you want to know why? Guess how pterodactyl is spelled? P-T-E-R-O-D-A-C-T-Y-L.
I don't know. I don't even know the definition of a pun and a joke
is
anymore.
Silent. It's both.
Yeah, the P is silent. Oh, man. Well, yes. Well, Barbara, I hope you are getting these. I hope you are getting a laugh out of these.
I hope you are too. Honestly, that's the real reason I send these tweets. I mean, if you can't come, you can't come. But I really hope that you enjoy them.
Yeah, at the very least. At the very least. I really hope she is. And Barbara, if you're on the off chance you're ever listening to this, yeah, we love you, by the way. So.
Well, I mean, love is a very strong word.
Oh, okay. Moderately like. How about that?
Well, moderately like is a very medium word.
Well,
I want to go... Can I say, I enjoy your presence, and I enjoy you as a person, and I enjoy your commentary and your laughs, and most importantly, your amazing, amazing puns to the point that I just feel inspired.
Okay. Now that what you just said was like a soliloquy to her. Okay, so... Okay, well, anyway, guys, that was the pun of the week, and that was Stories of Remnant. And that was... Thank you for joining us. This is WraXden Cosplay signing off.
And of course, follow us on Twitter.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And this is Efocutioner. Go check him out. He's got great insight onto video games. Yeah.
That's
and his
right.
description link will be
stay tuned for the next episode of the Chronicles of Gamers, because I'm going straight in, no rubbers, about the Star Wars Battlefront 2 thing.
Oh, on the front line. Oh, yeah.
I've been fighting for over a few months now.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you can make that into like a literal 2-hour stand-up of you doing that. So
look at this episode we did now. It's already 40-something minutes, and we were just talking about, social events and.
Yes, that is true. That is true. And my next video will be about taking on the next convention. If you're anywhere in the Chicagoland area. Chicago Pop Culture Con, very small convention. Support your local conventions, and
except for Con Out Delete.
Yes, there are some smaller ones in the Chicagoland area that you would want to avoid. So
like Con Out Delete,
and other ones, yes,
and
other ones. But yeah, after that, I will also be doing a review for the new Justice League movie,
which he never asked me to be on.
That one's not really worth it. But anyway, yes, and that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you guys have a good day.
All right, stay lit, y'all, and may the yang be with you.